Hey guys, it's Dr. Sam Robbins. Now this is part 2 of my High Estrogen is Evil video series. Now part 1, I discussed why you need to manage and lower your high estrogen levels to an optimal range. It's very important that you watch that first video if you haven't already, and there's a direct link to that first video below this video in the description area. I also got a link on proven ways of improving your hormones, such as having higher testosterone levels for us guys. Again, it's all at the end of this video and found also below in the description area. Now, when it comes to foods and increasing or decreasing estrogen levels, it gets really complicated and can get confusing. For example, the same food can be listed in the decrease and the increase estrogen list. So it kind of makes no sense. For example, soy. Does it increase or decrease estrogen levels? Same with the cruciferous vegetables and mushrooms. I've read studies that say both. But when you dig deeper into the research, you start to see all the flaws. Sometimes it was based on the dose. Small amount of the food can lower estrogen, but more of the food can actually increase it. Sometimes it has to do with the sex of the person, the age. For example, postmenopausal women get totally different results than non-menopausal women, and then men get totally different results in both groups. So I've simplified all of this, all right, for you by going through all the different research and, of course, adding 30 years of personal experience with the estrogen inhibitors. Again, as stated in that first video, I've been on some kind of an estrogen inhibitor for about 30 years, since the age of 19. I had naturally higher estrogen levels. I even had like puffy nipples all through high school and small amount of like gynecomastia. Mine was obviously genetics combined with more of that American diet. Now, there's lots of things that can act as an estrogen, for example, phyto or xenoestrogens in your body, or simply increase the estrogen levels, all right? And these are the things we want to avoid. So, but listen, at this point, who cares what the cause is? Let's just remove these estrogen-causing substances. And what I'm going to do is list, based on my own personal experience, as well as consulting hundreds of people, examining their diets and blood tests. So I've got a lot of pattern recognition, and these are the foods you want to avoid, all right? These actually increase estrogen, one of them being soy. This is one of those mixed foods that the research says it increases or decreases estrogen. I say it increases it. So my suggestion is stay away from soy, especially anything that's GMO. So forget the tofu, the soy milk, the soy protein powders, and so forth. Now, you want to have organic edamame, right? If you want that, go for it, all right? But none of these man-made soy products. Eat the food in the original natural state. Let's talk about chemicals. This is a major area of increasing estrogen levels, or basically mimicking estrogen in the body. Now, many cosmetic products, soaps, and even fragrances have these bad chemicals that act as estrogen. And I've made a list here, for example, aluminum salts, parabens, and so forth, even musk cologne. But one of them you see is UV sunscreen, all right? Now, there's a lot more than this, but you should do the research online. But as you see, the sunscreens are a major problem, and this is why I highlighted them on this list in red, because so many people use sunscreen daily. Also, let's not forget about plastics. These can be bad. Styrene is one of them, and also BPA A is the worst. It actually acts as an aromatase. It actually lowers progesterone, which you don't want. It actually binds and activates estrogen. It's found in most bottled waters. I mean, the plastic bottled waters. Again, read the package and the labels. You also want to avoid bad proteins. Most protein sources these days are from animals that are overly fat, unhealthy, fed the wrong foods such as grains and corns, and are doped up on steroids and antibiotics. Thus, the meat and the milk of these animals are full of estrogen that you are going to be consuming. So my suggestion is to avoid all dairy. I know, this is going to be a hard one. The only real good protein sources I like are grass-fed bison, wild-caught salmon, pasture-raised whole eggs, and non-GMO white rice protein for you vegans. Listen, eat less quantity protein, but higher quality protein. It'll end up costing you the same, and you'll look and feel much better. All right, so what to eat? These foods will help decrease estrogen. Now, again, there's a lot of foods that claim to lower estrogen. However, these I found to be most powerful ones. Let's start with the cruciferous vegetables. These actually help block estrogen. The best are broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and collard greens. Let's talk about mushrooms. Some of them actually act as aromatase inhibitors. The white button mushroom are the best. You can also take the extract form as a supplement. You need about, it's called white button mushroom extract. You need about 100 milligrams daily of the 10-to-1 extract. And I'll tell you more about this later. Red grapes, I love red grapes. They're one of my favorite. Organic red grapes are great. They contain resveratrol, which helps lower estrogen. Also, eating the seeds is even more potent. So don't eat seedless grapes. I know I love the seedless grapes, but the seeds are important. Now keep in mind that grapes are high in sugar, and also do not drink grape juice, all right? It's nothing to do with grapes. It'll shoot up your blood sugar, as well as even red wine, all right? Have the whole grapes, including the seeds. That's the best form. You can also take resveratrol as a supplement. Get the 95% extract. 250 milligrams a day is a good start. I personally take about a gram a day, 1,000 milligrams, but again, it can get expensive. Now, pomegranates is another favorite fruit of mine. It also helps lower estrogen, has many other health benefits such as lowering blood pressure. Just like grapes, eat it all, including the seeds. Do not drink the juice. It'll increase blood sugar, and high blood sugar can increase estrogen levels. So let's put together an action plan, all right? First, from the foods to avoid, see which you can reduce. Pick one, all right? I'd start with dairy. Avoid that if you're consuming it. Next, pick one food to eat that helps lower estrogen, all right? I'd start with the cruciferous vegetables. I think broccoli and broccoli sprouts are one of the best. Also, you can take herbs and vitamins that are clinically proven to lower estrogen and also at the same time improve your testosterone levels. This takes, honestly, no effort, so you have no excuse. Or just pill and that's it. I've got links to this below in the description area, one that I personally take as well. So there you have it, 3 simple steps. The last one being the easiest if you want to do that. So take action now while it's fresh on your mind. Please don't procrastinate. Fix your hormones.